Orcas, also known as the killer whale, are a marine mammal distinctly noticeable by their stark black and white colourings. Contrary to their name, orcas are actually part of the dolphin family, of which they are the largest members. Male orcas can live to about 70 years of age, while the females can reach as much as 100 years old. Orcas were originally referred to as whale killers by sailors who witnessed these animals skillfully hunt down large whales as a pack. Over the years, this name got flipped around to the killer whale we all know them as today. Orcas can be found in every ocean and every sea, making them the most widely distributed species of whale or dolphin in the world. Orcas are extremely intelligent and social creatures, and they live in groups known as pods. Each pod is distinct from one another with varying ways of communicating and differences in appearances, behaviors, and even diets. This means that each pod is genetically different from one another. Orcas are also extremely efficient hunters, consuming a varying diet of fish, seals and sea lions, dolphins and porpoises, sharks and rays, large whales, cephalopods, seabirds, and more, with different pods focusing on different prey for their diet. There are many threats the orca faces in its lifetime. Often so, they find themselves caught in fishing nets and gear accidentally, faced with toxic pollutants in their environment, and they can even be hit by boats as boat traffic increases. There are various regions in the world where the mighty orca is still greatly threatened by whaling activities. As you may already know, orcas are a popular addition to marine parks such as SeaWorld. Orcas can face various other threats in captivity that they would otherwise not encounter in the wild. Orcas in captivity live a more stationary lifestyle and can have weaker immune systems due to geographic conditions. These circumstances lead the grandiose orca to new threats such as mosquito-transmitted diseases. Captive orcas also have a lower life expectancy by about 50 years compared to their wild counterparts. Orca populations are under increased threat caused by pollutants in the sea. These pollutants can affect the immune system and reproductive abilities of the orca. In other words, toxic chemicals leaked into the sea affect reproductive rates, leading to a decrease in population numbers. These chemicals build up in the orca's body for the consumption of prey animals which are already affected by these pollutants. Being top predators, this is a large amount of pollution entering the orca's body. The entire ecosystem will be greatly impacted as the threats towards orcas increase. Orcas are a top predator and are therefore important players in keeping population levels of other species in check. Losing this would create a massive chain reaction affecting the population levels and food supply of all other creatures living within the ecosystem. Although there is not a whole lot we can do about pollutants that have already entered the sea, there are other threats faced by the orca, like those mentioned earlier, that we do have control over and we can mediate. Through the sharing of knowledge, we can hopefully lessen the burden faced by these wonderfully intriguing killer whales.